making my PB&J cookies today. I'm going to talk about what genetically modified organisms are and why I keep avoiding soy. Okay, I'm gonna put my 2 cups of gluten-free oats in my food processor, and I'm going to pulse them until they are sandy. Then I'm going to add 7 pitted medjool dates. My sister made one of my cookies the other day and she was complaining that it wasn't sweet enough and she got the wrong type of date. She picked up deglet dates, and those are fine to use, but you have to double the amount because they're about half the size of these medjool dates. So you're just gonna remove the pit, throw it in the food processor. I just rip them in half. I'm gonna pulse up the dates with the oats until it's sandy. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt, 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and I'm going to mix it up. I got my 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, and I am adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla in here, and I'm going to pour it into the food processor and mix it up. I got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. And the last ingredient that's going to be mixed in is going to be the peanut butter. And we'll add the jelly in a little hole on the top of the cookie when we're putting them on the baking sheet. But let me talk about what should be in your peanut butter. It should only be peanuts. GMO stands for genetically modified organism. And what that means is scientists have been able to take the seed of a plant, and here I'm talking about soy. Corn is the same thing. So they take the seed and they implanted a pesticide into the seed, and now it's part of the DNA of the plant. So they don't have to spray as heavily. Basically, these plants are indestructible, so they're very cheap to grow. I mean, it's really a genius if you look at it from the marketing side of it and the owners of these farms. Like, well, my crop's indestructible, I'm definitely gonna do this. So what happens now? A bug takes a bite of the plant and I guess its stomach explodes, so it's like dead on first bite, right? So I don't know about you all, but how many friends do you have that have irritable bowel syndrome, symptoms? How many of your friends are always dealing with gut issues? How many of your friends are having hormonal imbalances? And the pesticide is a hormone disruptor. So all of the products are made with soy. Look in the grocery store, read the ingredients. You go down the aisles, like every single thing has soy in it, or corn of some sort in it. So I say avoid soy and corn at all costs, unless it's organic. But here's the thing about being organic. Only 70% of the ingredients need to be organic in order for them to label it organic. So they could take 30% of the genetically modified soy to save them money, because that's what people are in the business for, to make money, right? And so then you're still getting a percentage that's not organic. You would have to have a relationship with the company, call them, visit their farm, and know, how do I know that your ingredients are 100% organic? Because I don't want any of this genetically modified organism in my body. It's a known hormone disruptor. All of my female friends are having issues with hormones. It could be a thyroid issue. It could just be difficulty with the female stuff. As Dr. Farrow from Better Health says, food is your slowest poison or best medicine. This natural peanut butter is going into my mixture over here, and we're going to mix it all up. Okay, no oil in this recipe. I usually use coconut oil to substitute with all the other oils, but coconut oil is a saturated fat, which should only be used if you have a very clean diet. So here's the cookie dough, and you're gonna get 2 spoons and a cookie sheet with a Silpat is what I like to use. They cook the best on a Silpat. You can use tinfoil, but they don't brown evenly on tinfoil, and usually the bottom burns. But when you use this Silpat, it really helps cook much better. So you're going to use 2 spoons, and you're going to make a well in the middle of a cookie. So I take 1 scoop and slide it off with the other. I'll show you. I'm just going to take my spoon and make a well in the center by pushing the center out towards the sides, flattening them out a little bit so there's a spot for my jelly. Now, if you're into those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that are in the frozen section of the grocery store that don't have crusts on them, this would be a great healthy replacement for those that are probably full of soy and corn in one way or another. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and then we'll add the jelly in the center. So I just took a little spoon and filled all the little holes up with some strawberry jelly. You can use grape also because those always pair nicely with peanut butter, but of course you know that I'm not gonna have any jelly with sugar added to it, so I would recommend the same for you. These are going in the oven for about 12 minutes. PB&J cookies. Vegan, soy-free, dairy-free, sugar-free.